Hi everybody, welcome to this very exciting day. It's annual catalogue launch day, so happy new catalogue. This is Stampin' Up's 2020-2021 annual catalogue, and it starts today. It's live today, so very exciting stuff. I thought I would just give you a quick catalogue walkthrough, just pointing out a few things that I thought were really interesting, and also, pointing out a couple of differences, I think, would probably be the best way to say. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to point out to you is the kits. Our kits are up front. This year we have 4. These 2 are all-inclusive kits, meaning that you get stamps and ink spots and adhesives along with the consumable products. So you get a nice crafty box ready to go. The projects included, the consumables inside, make pre-designed cards. So yeah, so it's all ready to go for you. And we have 2 of those this year. Over the page, we have 2 more kits, but slightly different. This one's called a project kit. And what's different about a project kit from an all-inclusive is that the components are sold separately. So the project kit itself is up here, and this is the consumable part of it, which has your pre-designed, ready-to-go cards that just, requires sort of, assembly and things like that. It has a coordinating stamp set that is sold separately, along with adhesives, suggested adhesives, and colours to coordinate. Again, these are sold separately. So what's really good about this is that once you have these products in your stash of crafty stuff, it means that you can buy another project kit later on without having to double up on any of these. So that's always a good little thing. The Boho Indigo product medley is a kit of a different kind. What this one is a collection of well-coordinated products that are designed to go together, obviously, but there's no pre-designed projects included with this. So what you get is a stamp set and the die set to coordinate. You get beautiful designer paper, as well as some embellishments and ribbons, and they all work together. But what you make with these kits is entirely up to you. Obviously, we've Stampin' Up have supplied a few images to get you project ideas to get you going. But yeah, it's entirely up to you. So we can have all sorts of fun with these types of product medleys. You can also build them into your existing stash of supplies and make some truly wonderful things. So it's really cool. So what I, just over the page now, is into our suites layout. So this obviously is designed differently this year, but all of the suite pages have this same layout, which is just great because you instantly see that, that you've reached a suite page. And we have 10 suites, I think, 10 new suites throughout the catalogue. So it's, fantastic. What suites are is a collection of products that coordinate together. Each of the products are available individually, of course, but they all work together to give you this beautiful finished, project. So I love that they, you get the introduction through this section of the catalogue here, and you can see instantly the colours and, the designs in the imagery that make up this, you know, this suite. And over the second, on the right side of the page, sorry, you've got a few project ideas so that, you know, they can help get you started with your new products, but also show you a little bit more of what's involved. And that's, yeah, so those two sort of sections there take up 3/4 of the layout. So the bottom quarter of both pages is kind of the nuts and bolts of the suites, if you like. So here we have all the items listed individually that you can purchase that all coordinate together. Now, what I really like is that if you know instantly that you like all of these products and you just have to have them, I mean, let's face it, we all have to have everything. So it's, yeah, this little tip is going to be a game changer for you. We have one code that will allow us to buy the entire collection really quickly and really easily. So that just minimizes having to spend time searching for all these individual codes and punching them in. Yeah, Stampin' Up! Have grouped them together to make it really quick and easy this year, and it's fantastic. Now, something I wanted to point out to you is this little symbol here. Can you see that? It's the 10% off in a starburst. And what that means is there are, it indicates a bundle. And bundles are traditionally made up of two components, obviously, usually a stamp set and a cutting implement. So whether that's a punch or a die. And usually the products are available individually, but when you buy them in a bundle, you will save 10% off the individual prices. And that's just got to be a good thing, right? So look out for those. This particular bundle, this particular suite has 2 bundles within it. There are 32 bundles scattered throughout this entire catalogue this year. Not all the bundles are in a suite, so I'll show you in a little bit what to look out for. So that's what, yeah, so that's the nuts and bolts on this side. And on this section of the quarter page on the right side shows you a beautiful display of all the patterns within the designer paper pack that comes in this suite. So you can see instantly all the little, you know, all the beautiful patterns, and I'm sure there's always a favorite, maybe 2, all right, maybe 5, but anyway, you get the point. What I like that's new this year, and I think it's just fantastic, is this little color chart here. These are the colors that make up, that are used within the suite. And so you can see instantly what those are, and then you can use that information to go and check your existing supplies and see if you require any additional top-ups in your cardstock or ink supplies and things like that, because you know you'll be using them with this suite. So yeah, really useful addition to this catalogue. So flipping over to the next page is like the second double layout for the suite. And we know we're still part of the suite because they've included these gorgeous little headings up the top here, which is really, really handy. And this double page spread shows you a little bit more detail around particularly the stamps that are included in the bundle. So here we can see all the lovely designs that make up the stamp sets, and it also, they're printed at 100%, so you know the size that you're going to get. Now, I'm pretty sure that 98% of the stamps printed in this catalogue are at 100%, and if they're not, there'll be a note down here in this details section that tells you otherwise, so look out for that. So a couple of things with this. here's that bundle information that I was talking to you about before. So here is our 10% off symbol. So we see instantly that, oh, there's a bundle and there's some savings to be had. So here it shows us that there's a stamp set and a punched element, and we can see that it is a punch and there's the detail of it. And with the stamp set, you can see down here there are 2 more symbols. This one in particular relates to this, the style of this stamp set. Can you see this one here? I'll just hold that up. It's like a little mirror image of a flower, and it has reversibles underneath there. It's what that means is not only do you get all these gorgeous stamped designs that give you sort of, you know, your outline image and things like that, but a couple of them relating here are reversible. And what that means is the back side of the image can also be used. It's created and shaped so that it's you know, suited to, you know, picking up and putting down ink. And it's yeah, quite often I find with the reversible stamp sets, one side will be an outline and the second side will be used to color it. So really, really cute, really, really useful feature. Another one on this page, and you know, it's also here too, is this little red N that's in a starburst. Let me show you that one there. That one there, that indicates that it's a new product. And this catalogue has over 300 new products. So you'll be seeing this little symbol scattered throughout this catalogue quite a bit. So look out for those because that will draw your attention to new products. So over the next page is another little symbol I wanted to point out to you, and that's this one here. Can you see that one? It's the purple distinctive starburst. What that means is when you see this symbol, it refers to the stamp set that it's connected to, and this particular stamp set is designed in such a way that the stamps pick up and put down ink at different levels, so that way you get this beautiful tonal range effect from your stamped images. It was a really, really clever construction of the stamps, and yeah, I just thought it was amazing when it came out. And you know, the stamp sets themselves are just beautiful. So here you can see that we've got a couple of you know, stamp sets. This one is a sentiment only, and this one has a combination of imagery and sentiments. And there are some stamp sets as well that are just images on their own. You can see them nice and big and clear, and there's also some some ideas, some project ideas on what you can make using these types of the stamps that are on these pages. Now, all of the you know, pages for the next maybe 130 odd pages will show you those. We'll show you all the stamp sets that are available. Now, one other thing I wanted to point out to you is this little, these little sort of markers here on the sides of the catalogue. What these are, it indicates a section. So here, the all occasions one is marked in the yellow, and so the catalogue is broken up into 6 different sections, so that you can what the sections do is help to narrow down for you, or actually it helps to group the stamps together in a theme, so that if you know that you wanted to create, for example, if you were creating for a thinking of you stamp set or a thank you stamp set, then you can look for the love, thanks and support section, and you know that all the stamps that are included in that section have that type of theme, and the imagery sort of is connected to that. So that's just another way of you know, helping to yeah, I love the use magenta for the kids and baby section. I just love that. And I love how they are the in colors. I thought that was really, really clever. But yeah, anyway. So all of these pages through here are all very sort of similar. Oh, here's another sweet, the Forever Greenery. See, again, you'll see that same sort of layout, so that you can yeah, you can easily identify the suite, the products. Here's the patterns, these are the colors. It's, yeah, fantastic. And here's your detail. So we have one page for the detail for this suite. So the next 130 odd pages are that style. I am going to skip down to the back end of the book now, and just down to here. This is what I call the nuts and bolts section of the catalogue, and I think I spend probably 90% of my time down this end. It's where we find all the information in presented in a more in a way that helps us to identify what it is that we actually need. So here, moving into our colour collections, so here we can instantly see all the individual items that are available. So your cardstock, ink pads, refills, and your blends are located in here now. So last year we had a separate sort of page on its own, whereas this year they've built it into these little table charts here. Now all of these are the individual items, like I sort of mentioned before. So if we flip over the next page, this is where we'll find our bundles and assortments. So you might recall that was a little bit different. They were located on the same page last year, and a bit sort of bigger or more spread out. So this year they've sort of broken down into individual and your bundles and assortment. So this is where we'll find our cardstock packs that have the different colours within the one pack, for example, or your bundles of ink pads. So yeah, moving through the nuts and the rest of the nuts and bolts, we have storage. So again, all of the storage is just condensed down into one page this year. Our colouring tools are all located next, and I just wanted to quickly point out a couple of things. Can you see these in here? Just in there, those 3 pen type things. They're called water painters. Now I know I had a couple of customers a little bit perplexed as to why aqua painters were being retired. This is why. We now have a better option. It's fantastic. We have a fine tip pen, we have more of a marker style pen, and we have a big fat brush, paintbrush style tip. So each of them have their water canisters, of course, so that's going to allow us to create an amazing amazing array of different background effects. So it's, yeah, really cool change. The other tool that I just wanted to, sort of a tool, that I wanted to point out were these, the inclusion of a collection of coloured ink spots. And we can still get our uninked ones so that we can make any colour that we like, but now we have a predetermined set ready to go. And I like that it has, lights and darks of colours, and you know, all your main primary colors as well as a few extras. It's great. Great selection. These are really good for our beginner stampers. So if you're a beginner and you're watching this, yeah, this is a really great place for you to start, because it will give you several colors in an economical way. So that way you'll be able to get started on some projects and have different colors to hit the ground running with. But what I like is that this is on my order as well. Even though I have these colors in big ink pads, having little ones will just give me the flexibility of doing some projects differently. So, we have a couple of big ink spots, big stamps this year. And, in the catalogue, they're fantastic. Having little portions of ink are going to allow me to color them so that I can have a bloom of flowers, for example, that are different colors rather than one on my big fat ink pad. So I'm really excited about those. So moving through to the next page, we've got all our designer series papers. They actually flow over onto a third page here because there's so many of them, and they are just fantastic designs this year. I have to say that Stampin' Up have nailed it. I'm so happy with these designs and the colors and, the different tones and themes. I'm just, really excited. Cannot wait to get my hands on this. I'm sure I'm going to go through stacks of packs of those. And all the colors here just make me happy. I've never been a green girl, but in the last few years, Stampin' Up have really changed me around. Who would have ever thought that Coastal Cabana is pretty much my favourite right now, or has been for quite a number of years. But anyway, the textures here, the patterns there, it's just, the theme of animals down here, it's wonderful. They're really, really great selections of designer papers, and I'm sure we're going to enjoy those over the next 11 months. What I also think is, or what I've noticed, is that there's a really great mix of 12 by 12 size and 6 by 6 size. So yeah, there's, really, really good mix of those this year. Right into tools over here. So, our trimmers in with our replacement blades, and of course our trusty scoreboards. And here is the paper basics. So our packaging, and also this is where you'll find your thick cardstocks, vanilla and whisper white for your card bases. Envelopes are here, as well as your foil sheets. This is sort of your paper extras. Now, I cannot wait to get my hands on this newbie rainbow glimmer paper. How much fun do you think that's going to be? Oh, wow. The square vellum doilies have caught my eye as well. Memories and more. Oh, I just love these cards. I love both. I love memory keeping, quick and easy, photo, sort of, pocket photo memory keeping style. Love it. That's me. I've never really been a big scrapbooker, so this appeals to me more so, quick and easy. But I love how you can adapt them to making cards really quick and easy as well. And I've got some ideas coming up in the next few days over on my blog using both these packs. So yeah, keep your eyes out for those. Embellishments. A lot of them are adhesive back this time, which is fantastic because it's just a matter of peeling them off the acetate backing and sticking them on your project. Done. So quick and easy. Love it. And there's, all sorts of colours and shapes and things to play with, as well as fun things like shaker domes. Yay! And how cute are these little doggy bones. If you're a pet person, you're going to want these. Now, can I just say, Unsung Heroes title right here is just the best title I've ever seen in a catalogue. It is so true. Funny, but very true. I use all of these products all the time. My bone folder, I mean, I use it every time I craft. You know, you sort of have them and you use them without even thinking these days. And they are the heroes of the behind the scenes, aren't they? They're all here. We move into ribbons, and what's different this year is that I've noticed there are more combo packs. So in years gone by, quite often a lot of our ribbon were all just single packs, and we still have quite a single roll of ribbon. But now what we're starting to see are groups of ribbons coming together in a pack. So you get different patterns and types, and yeah. So here we've got, you know, sort of a gingham pattern, a plain pattern. Well, not really pattern when it's plain, is it? Plain. And then a twine, all in one pack. So you get a sample of all of them, and you can do so many things with them. It's just much more versatile now. It's a great addition. Can I just say, really, really excited about this page. I know, it's adhesives. You are reading that title correctly. But can I say, we have 13 of them, and I think it's super critical to use the right adhesive at the right point in the construction of your project. So 5 of them are new, and I'm just going to touch on those just very quickly. Adhesive sheets. So excited to see this product back. It is designed to make your large, intricate dies so much more easier to adhere. So gone are the days of sticky fingers while you're trying to get glue on fine little points. Now, using adhesive sheets, you can turn them into a sticker. So it's just a matter of peeling the backing off and sticking it on. Voila! Awesome. Stampin' Seal and Stampin' Seal Plus. 2 new tape tape runners. The Stampin' Seal is regular paper-to-paper bonding. So this is the one that will replace snail. It is a stronger adhesive than what we're previously used to. It's also a slightly different construction inside, which will give us, I'm sure it will give us a much better rolling experience. The Stampin' Seal Plus is a stronger adhesive again. So this one is designed to be used for 3D construction. So think if you're putting together a gift box, or maybe a double Z fold with moving parts, or a card in a box style project. This one's going to be your best friend, along with your, tear and tape as well. Now, this product here, this is foam adhesive sheets. So, our foam strips here that we use for shaker frames and those types of projects. This is a whole sheet. Can you imagine? And you can die cut them. So could you imagine die cutting a whole 3D element? Amazing. But this is the one that is making me so excited. I know, right? I'm going to show you this one up close. See how there's a little rectangle in there? That's the product there. And do you know what that is? Cling adhesive. You know what we're going to be doing with that one? Turning all our clear mount stamps that have the different type of, sticker material on the back that didn't really stick to our blocks quite as well as we'd hope. I'm going to be popping some of that adhesive over the top of my stickers to make them stick to my blocks. Oh my gosh, it's now a game changer again. I've ordered some today, and you're going to want to get these in your orders as well. Make sure you do that. Moving on to more crafting staples, blocks and cleaning and your grid paper. Don't forget your stamp cases are still here. Your full sizes in full, the wide and the thin. I use them for storage. So here we have the Stamparatus and all the tools that go with it. And then we get into the fun part of the next little section, index section. This is where our cutting implements start with punches. And what I love is the seamless transition between punches to dies. Let me show you. So here we have punches, and we start with our basic shapes all the way through. And here you can see the size of the labels or shape that is going to be punched. They're at 100%. Fantastic. Really good if you want to, if you want a particular size punch for a sentiment that you want to pop onto your project. Now this is where the fun stuff starts. Punch bundles. Here you're able to see instantly which shape has a coordinating stamp set. So here we can see that this is all the information about the details for the bundle. 10% off. There's our little symbol again. But here is the little page number. So page 81 will show you, will direct you on where to go so that you can see the stamp set in a bit more detail. So let's just flip over to page 81. And here we can see our stamp set right there. So we can see a bit more detail. And here's where it indicates that there is a bundle on the page. Now I do find that sometimes they can blend in a little bit, so they can be a little bit easy to miss. So that's where the punch bundle is going to be your best friend. Your punch bundle index is going to be really, really useful. So here they are all here. And then we transition beautifully into a die cutting. So here, I'm so excited that Stampin' Up! Are back in the market with Stampin' Cut and Emboss machines. Did you get that S on the end? Yeah, we've got two. It's amazing. So we have our regular size one, which is, what we're used to. Takes the larger size, 6x6 on the platform there. But then we have a little baby to go with it. So a little mini, so that, it's got a smaller footprint and can take most dies and special sized embossing folders. Great little entry into the market, really sturdy. Both are very sturdy construction with rubber feet to stop them from sliding. Really, really excited about having these products available so that if people need to upgrade or start off, we've got an option for people to look at, which is fantastic. They're ready for you to use as soon as you pull out of the box, so they come complete with all the platforms and plates and things like that. So that's really, really good. Oh, I forgot the most important fun feature. They fold into tiny little footprints, which make them easy to store when, if you've got a desk like mine and it's packed full of stuff. Yeah, I've just cleared it. So yeah, great for storage, but also portability. It makes, if you've got a crafting date set with some friends, it's easy to take it along with you. So it's going to be a great little thing. Here are all the additional plates and specialty plates that are available to buy. They're all consumable, so of course we sell them separately as well as the ones that come in the box. There are a few extras that don't come in the box that you might want to look at. later on down the track. And then, of course, there's one last symbol I want you to just be familiar with, and that's this one here. Can you see that one? It's a little mini embossing machine there. So look for that symbol throughout the catalogue. That's going to tell you or show you what dies will work in the smaller machine. So you'll want to know, you know, if it's going to fit before you buy it, and this little symbol is going to help you. So now we get into our die bundles, which is really cool. So here we go, and you can see instantly just how many there are available and which ones will and won't fit in the mini size. That's going to be critical. All of them will go through the bigger size, of course, the bigger machine. So yeah, so all of the dies are sized to fit on that smaller platform footprint. And here they are. Again, they're all laid out exactly the same way. You've got some ideas, more ideas here. And, you know, your page number will point you in the right direction to see that stamp set in more detail. So going through, we've got pages of die bundles. As I said, well, there's 32 bundles in total. So that's a combination of, you know, punch and dies. And then we move into the dies that are available on their own, so outside of a bundle. And yeah, again, as you can see, there are many that fit the small one, so you're not going to miss out, so to speak. Yeah, and they're all in alphabetical order. So yeah, if you know the name of the one, it's always a good way to check up to find it. If you're anything like me, the visuals are what's gonna help you. And then, of course, into embossing folders. Here our visual identifier is also color. So all the larger sized ones are in the lighter green, and the darker ones for our the mini embossing folders are darker colored. So you can easily identify which ones will go there. Now, just the last few pages, by no means least, of course, we move into our host reward section. So this is where you can earn free products. So don't skip over this one. Have a read and see, you know, just how much, you know, you can earn in free products if your sales total a specific amount. Now, there's different ways that you can earn these freebies. You can gather with your friends and we'll host a party and stamp some projects and have some fun. You may want to keep it a bit more low-key and, you know, just pass around a catalogue. It works as well. Or you may just have a big order yourself and, you know, from time to time, and you will earn orders on just your own. You will earn freebies on just your own order as well. So get in contact with me if you have any questions about that. Yeah, we can certainly see how we can make this work for you. When you do earn host reward dollars, you can get access to exclusive host reward stamp sets. So these are not available to buy. You can only use host dollars to buy with. So yeah, so it's really, really, you know, something to keep in your mind. Moving into some of the last few pages, joining, a little bit of information about joining the Stampin' Up! Demonstrator family. If your wish list is as big as mine, you might want to consider joining, because not only will you get, you know, you'll be able to get your discount, but you'll actually get more for your money, because you will, yeah, you'll earn, you know, you will sort of earn that 20% or 25% discount. There's quite a few other sort of, you know, bonuses, if you like, that you can earn along the way, and commissions along the way as well. So if you decide that, you know, trying it out as a business is something you'd like to do, we can have a chat about that as well. Get in contact with me. I would be happy to have you on my team. Finishing off the catalogue is, you know, just the stamp index. So all alphabetical order with all the pertinent details, you know, your code and pricing. And of course, what page to find it on. So yeah. So lots and lots of wonderful pages packed full of ideas and inspiration to flick through. If you don't have a hard copy and would like one, if you don't have a demonstrator here in Australia already, please get in contact with me. I'd be happy to send you one. You know, as I said, this is available. The products in this catalogue are available to order today, from today, and they will be available until the 3rd of May 2021. So if you'd like to order, you can do that directly with me or at my shop online. Oh, pretty. So you can do that online as well. So look for the links in the comments there. And if you have any questions, please leave me a comment or get in contact with me. I would be happy to help you out. Thanks very much. Stamp creatively.